We began our continued adventure through this game. Check how much more I have. The author of right. First, some side quests. Then, only then, join.
Opportunity beckons. Who among you is bold enough to heed her call? Is that blade for hire, perchance? Because I have a mind to make a killing.
Figuratively, I hope.
Well, yes and no. A passing caravan carried with it a rumor most fortuitous for one in my trade, that an elder Dread Evis had been sighted in the fields of Karava. Dread Evis are aggressive beasts. Compelled as they are to acts of violence, few survive to maturity, but those that do develop a hide of phenomenal value.
A hide you want to sell?
Eventually, yes. Though I would have it tanned first that it might be crafted into marvels the likes of which the world has never seen. Dread Evis skin is a rare thing indeed. But the worked hide of a well-aged beast, now that would fetch such coin that Gilbert himself might weep with envy. Bring me that beast's skin, and I will share with you the bounty of our combined labors.
All right.
Of course you will. When one lives in such troubled times, it is a fool who lets leave Tabor through the east gate, but take the path that branches west. Once you reach the checkpoint at Tovany, you are a mere stone. I eagerly await your...
Prioritize. There should be another. Wait.
Here, take a look at my wares. Of course.
Careful how you pack that leather. Any creases or scratches.
You! Finally. No one was paying me the slightest heed.
Is something wrong?
At the university, the students would hang on my every word. Sadly, this far from
The university?
a specialist in ancient cultures, the most accomplished in all Valisthea, some have said. Not that I look the part in these tattered rags. In my heyday, no obstacle could have kept me from my studies. Yet here I am, a wizened windbag, bested by the many steps of Tabor. The answers I seek lying just beyond my enfeebled reach. Would you do an old man a kindness and brave the stairs in my stead? You'll be amply rewarded, of course.
Climb the stairs.
And memorize a few inscriptions for me, assuming you know your letters, that some courteous soul is rumored to have carved clues to Tabor. 3 of them, to be precise. one each to the north, south, and east. I'm here in the hope that those carvings might shed light on a riddle I've been pondering for some time. Namely, the otherwise undocumented origins of Tabor's unique people. A people quite unlike those of neighboring lands.
I can't promise I'll remember everything perfectly.
Remember what you can. I'll piece together the rest. Make for the domed pavilions, and you'll have no trouble finding the stones.
Prioritize.
How are those new boots treating you?
They're fantastic. Soft as phoenix down, but tough as boiled bow. That Cyril fellow's an odd fish, don't you think?
Well, scholarly sorts.
Guardians of the Crystal. First stone of horrible. Sacred by noble blood. Till end the mother's.
No history would be complete without mention of the mother crystals.
Why won't the sky go back to how it was? I don't like it.
I don't like it. I don't want it.
So it's these stones to Kanver, and the rest of the box to Byron.
Goblin coin. I should sell my goblin. I should do that. They put that down to the ground.
Not a scratch on them. Have you noticed the elder has been confused?
Wanderers of the Golden Plain lay their roots in stone with pride. Recall thine noble past and make the rock a home.
What golden plains might the wanderers have called home, I wonder?
Decent quarry's been hard to find since the sky's turned.
It has indeed. Can't blame you.
Children of the hunters, now tillers of the land, reap her promised blessing, and give praise her gracious hand.
Farmers must have settled here in Tabor. I should speak to the old scholar before I forget everything I've read. The engravings were in good repair, considering their...
Oh, what the like? Come, don't tease. Let's start.
Guardians of the Crystal, the first stones of Tabor, sacred hold thy noble blood, till ends the mother's labor. I'm pretty sure that was it.
Fascinating. It would seem the founders of this city were descendants of those fallen charged with protecting the mother crystals. But whatever could have driven the Guardians so far from their sacred charges, I wonder? The engraving to the north is next, I think.
Wanderers of the Golden Plains, lay your roots in stone. With pride recall thy noble past, and make these rocks a home.
No doubt you're right. There are vestiges of nomadic customs in Tabor its guardian roots could never account for. This is proving most enlightening. Now, for the final stone.
Children of the hunters, now tillers of the land, reap her promised blessing, and give praise her gracious hand. That's all three.
And so, we add primitive farmers to Tabor's founding peoples. The final 3 engravings. One for each of the 3 peoples to guardians of the Mother Crystal. wanderers from across the plains, and last but certainly not least, little wonder it was so difficult to trace the roots of Tabor's culture. Those roots reach down through 3 distinct... Nonetheless, one cannot help but wonder why this fact is not better known among scholars, given that the stones stand here for all to see.
Too many stairs, perhaps.
Ha! Too many by far.
Careful how you pack that leather. Any crystals.
Are you buying or selling? Ah, not bad. Got anything else for me? Ah, not bad. Got anything else for me? Come again.
That'll do, girl.
Cyril, how fares the search?
Well, Your Grace, my report shall be with you ere long.
Ah, yes. Yotei is otherwise engaged, at my behest.
And the duty of wardenship?
Fulfilled. For as you see, I've been reunited with my first shield.
I am Cyril, Knight of the Undying and bearer of the Burning Quill, charged with chronicling the mortal deeds of His Grace, Joshua Rosfield, Keeper of the Flame of the Phoenix, and rightful Archduke of Rosaria.
I entrusted Cyril here with overseeing the investigation into Ultima's origins. Findings from his brothers and sisters afield are delivered here to be collated and catalogued.
Just how many Undying are there?
Not nearly enough, milady. Yet we are glad to give our all in service to the Phoenix. Such is, and has ever been, our creed.
I see.
You have your associates, I have mine. But you may now think of them as ours. That won't be a problem, will it?
The Phoenix is our sun, and we but the shadows that quicken in his radiance. It is from the darkness that we serve. Both him and now you. Pray accept this token.
Another seal! Yum!
For as long as you bear it, members of our order will reveal themselves unto you. If there is nothing further.
No. You are dismissed.
Your Grace.
To Kanver, then.
We'll talk about this later.
He doesn't
Cyril
mind.
seemed very, You certainly keep strange bedfellows, Joshua.
Ah, Lord Rosfield. I'm afraid I cannot stay to talk. I must leave to collect the reports of our spies in the field. Now that you wear the Phoenix down, our brothers and sisters will no doubt reveal themselves to you too. Farewell, my lord, and may the Firebird's flame burn ever in your heart.
The free cities under siege?
Are you sure this is the right way, brother?
No, I'm going to go get something outside. Yep. Wizard, bro. Where's the dog? Where is the sword? Hardly seems fair, but
ready, go?
Let's go on, bro. Yeah.
Time to fight.
Not really. Ambrosia's
Caution, brother.
Thanks, girl. Old he may be, but it looks like there's still plenty of fight in him yet. sooner it's off my hands, the better.
Faster!
Here's your hide. As
I worried you might never... Oh, as supple as a maiden's cheek. Yet as adamant as her virtue. Clearly my trust in you was not Join me as my honored partner.
I don't plan on making a habit of this.
Very well. Though I believe fate had a hand in our meeting, it would be... Do not allow me to keep you from being about...
Mission complete. Quest complete. And it's alright, back to the MSQ.
Ah, Lord Rossfield.
There are horrible beasts down that way.
Then let us be rid of them.
smoke.
Is the city fallen?
The free men are still holding their own, then.
Do we have any idea where Gav and the others might be?
There's a warehouse near the docks where we agreed to meet if there was any trouble. We should hurry.
Right. Oh, invade. The free cities in town.
Sounds like thunder.
You're late. We're starting to think you'd stumbled off a cliff.
I seem to recall that was you, Gav.
Good to see you. Any trouble on the road?
Nothing we couldn't handle.
I knew you'd come.
Is that who I think it is?
Yes.
Allow me to introduce my brother, Joshua.
Clive's told me all about you. Or even listening most of the time. Name's Midadol, but everyone calls me Mid.
My lady.
Hey?
My boy. Uncle Byron.
It's really you! I never thought I'd see the day.
Byron got his boys back.
So these Akashic are being controlled.
That's what it looked like. Empty eyes, eerie blue glow. No doubt they were turned, but silent as monks, every last one of them.
Your man here speaks true, Clive. We saw more than a few in this city. They moved in ranks with a purpose, and not of their own.
Ultima's doing.
Perhaps.
What of the city? The people?
Dead, mostly.
Mostly, but not all. A handful managed to lock themselves in their villas before the Horde arrived. Some in the Merchants' District to the west, and a few others on the far bank.
If the Akashic stumble across either hiding place, a few bolted doors won't hold them for long. We need to find them. And quickly.
What do you propose?
We split into two parties. I will make for the Merchants' District, while you look to those across the river. Mind keeping an eye on my brother?
Not at all. We find the villa and try the servants' entrance.
Understood.
And what of us?
Mid, is she fit to sail?
The ship, the Mithril engine could probably do with a few more tweaks.
Then you better work fast. Even if we do reach the survivors in time, they'll never make it to the hideaway on foot.
You leave that to me.
Oh dear.
See that Mid doesn't get herself into trouble, would you?
Think I can manage that?
I'll keep him safe.
Looks like you stuck with me, Byron.
That's Lord Rossfield, you little gutter snipe!
Shall we then?
And you keep Clive safe.
Be careful. Both of you.
You too.
All right, Torgal. Let's
You
find
and me,
those
boy.
survivors. They don't stand a chance against those things. They've been routed.
Got that giant blast. Nice. finish it. Sick of your shit, owner. Oh no. Friend.
That sounded big. Joshua and Jill must be busy.
Hello there. Hello there. Kind of big terrible right
where the city's leaders gather. There may still be survivors inside.
No. They got Zantasuken. They got Super Zantasuken.
Where are they? These creatures. Zaltima's reach extend this far. What the hell is going on here?
Faster! What does he want? Stay down! Too slow. Nice try. Too slow.
You've caused quite the commotion. But then I would expect no less from you, Muthos.
You again. I don't believe we've been introduced. You were in my family's crypt. And now you're here. With an army of Akashic thralls.
Manners, Lord Rosfield? They are men, like you and me. Albeit ones unburdened by the wills that drive our kind to madness. They are pure. They are divine.
What?
And they are all that remains in this once raucous city.
You'll pay for what you've done.
As you wish. I confess I have been very much looking forward to this. Pardon me this indulgence, Your Majesty. The vessel shall not be spoiled. I am Sleipnir of House Harvard, and you will yield. Or not. As long as you don't hold back.
I needed that.
Too slow. Little trick.
You will forgive me if my performance seems uninspired. It is just that I expected so much more from our chosen one. Perhaps this will kindle your flame?
What now?
A gift from my liege lord's armory. Gungnir. Watch closely, Mythos. Yes! Yes! Be still, my beating heart! Stop!
always nice to do a comment.
Muthos.
Sanguine insignia.
The vessel is strong. My liege.
Clive!
You're all right.
As are you, I see.
We are, yes.
I'm sorry, but we couldn't save them.
It was over before we arrived.
Well, you did what you could. I fear we were all too late. What's wrong?
Nothing. I hope.
Leaving so soon, Mythos?
It's the king.
Indeed. You may kneel before Barnabas Tharm, Warden of Ash and King of Waloed.
Waloed.
Get back.
This is one of those unwinnable fight.
Wild and impetuous. I expected more of the boy who bested my Lord Commander. Yet I see why my master covets you so. The power within you, Mythos. The potential.
Stop calling me Mythos.
But Mythos is everything. The cornerstone of all creation. The Lord's vessel. Your purpose.
My purpose? To surrender my mind and body to that thing.
One moment. Apologies.
No, Your Majesty. My purpose is my own. I made a promise to my friends, to my people. And nothing is going to stand in my way.
You would allow this delusion of free will to bar your path to greatness? Truly, your volition is a cancer. One that must be excised.
The Zankasuken!
Try it.
As all the rest.
Joshua!
No, Jill!
Oi! Oi! This way! Hurry!
Torgo, Gordon.
Power beyond reckoning, and they use it as a crutch. Such a waste.
No, Jill!
Will he be all right?
The phoenix can mend flesh, but the spirit must recover on its own. I'm afraid the rest is up to him. This place is remarkable. Outfitting it must have been no small feat. But why go to such trouble?
That beauty's belly's filled with wonders the world ain't ready for. If the guilds caught wind of what we were up to, they'd all want a piece. All right?
Where's Jill?
And how is he? Do not blame yourself. He was barely breathing when you brought him here. We would have lost him if it were not for you.
No. Barnabas may have severed nigh every sinew in my brother's body. But he made certain the wounds were not fatal.
Nigh every sinew?
Allow me, your lordship. Don't know what I was thinking, putting you to the trouble like that.
'Tis no trouble carrying comestibles to my ailing nephew.
I know, but you've already done so much for us. Pouring your gil into the hideaway and now the ship. I don't want to take the piss.
You risked your life. And for what? Some girl you hardly know. Why'd you do it? You not mad or something?
I wouldn't go that far.
Clive!
You're awake. My boy.
Where's Jill? Seriously.
All I want to do is help. And the world won't save itself. It was Sid. Your father, who taught me that.
Sounds like him.
Don't you dare do that again.
What of the Royalists?
Fucked off, the lot of them, along with the galleon. With the king on board, no doubt. Behind here, I wouldn't sail without him. Clive. Jill didn't come back.
What do you mean?
She kept the king busy while the others dragged you out.
It's all right, Mid. Jill is fine.
The ether of her icon endures.
And as long as it does, we can be certain she is alive.
We must pursue the Black Galleon. Jill will be with the king, I'm sure of it.
Well, good luck catching him, because my ship's going nowhere. It's the Mithril engine. She's got a kick like a wild chocobo and a mind to tear the hull in half.
But do you have an idea?
Well, of course I do. My dad'll have seen this coming a league off. If I had his old writings...
If you had his old writings, you'd be sitting under a fuckload of rubble. The ones Otto didn't save anyway. I suppose he might still have a few pages in his stores.
We'll have to hope it's enough. Do what you can to ready the ship. I'll speak with Otto.
In your condition, you really are mad.
Perhaps. But the world really won't save itself.
Ow. Ew. Song of Hope.
Right. Gav said that Otto might know something.
Wait. Well. I don't know. First, talk home.
Let me help. I know my letters. Most...
Knowledge hoarded is knowledge lost. I have a few new notes that might interest you.
What?
You wish to study the tomes? You are always welcome, Clive.
Still alive, are you?
True.
It'd better all be here. You're rubbing me blind, you know. It'd better all be here. You're rubbing me blind, you know.
Come again.
Or don't. I'm not much bothered either way.
Trouble with your gear, or what do you want? You can thank me later. And?
I regret that both you and the lump had to get all tangled up in that weave of my sullied past. But thanks to your meddling, I was finally able to put a rest to rest matters that were left too long to fester. And with that finally done, I believe I can sit back and enjoy the meal or so. Been keen on one. Don't need a pair of eyes, you see, to look good. Your absence. Shall I watch over my new charges? Afford them every protection I am able. I may ask that you do the same script. I wonder where Joel.
If it's knowledge you seek, we've toned.
Cole said it was an army of Akashi. What will happen to Mid and the others?
They'll be fine as long as citizens.
How are we supposed to do our duty when the hills are crawling with Akashic and the valleys are full of ether?
How indeed. My men and I lost an entire day avoiding a flood that wasn't there a fortnight ago.
Vivian?
What will it be today?
How may I help you today?
I have the details here. Study it well, Clive. Thus ends today's lesson.
Free Nation of Kanver.
Master Sid, have you seen His Highness the Prince? We were to dine together, or so I was going to suggest. Before he vanished, that is. I suppose now I'll just have to ask the Bard.
Again, you're barking up the wrong tree. Thank God it's not my brother though.
What do you think of my boils if Tyre ain't around, eh?
Here. Tyre's not here. Let's see what my people are gifted me.
How may I help you today, Clive? Your benefactors are a generous lot. You earned this. All done?
How are you doing? Quick look. Seen enough?
Well, first talk to Otto.
Clive? Where the hell is everyone else?
They're all right.
Well, Jill's not really all alright.
You lot don't do things, but well, at least everyone's still breathing. Now, as for these writings, I'm sorry to say, Clive, but if you had that...
Sitting under a pile of rubble.
But we were able to save a few bits and pieces from the ruins, most of which ended up being used to build this place. The more personal items we gave to the next of kin. In the case of Sid's things...
Then I'll check the workshop.
Prioritize. I could do that, but I also could go globetrotting to fix people's problems. First to Martha's Rest. see what Martha has to say to me. It's her way.
Ah, Clive.
Oh?
You remember how some of Sir Wade's guardians took up residence here after the... Well, now the rest have come to join him. Seems their barracks in the Lazarus have been lost to an ether flood. Now, I don't mind having a few more brave boys around to keep them animals at bay, but we ain't got nowhere for them to bed down. Poor buggers are having to make do with haylofts, and I'd build them a new barracks here if I could, but where would I put them? There just ain't enough room up here, which leaves us in a bit of a pickle. The people we're counting on to keep us safe are living like...
I see.
And it isn't just that lot. There's bears to think about too. There's been more and more of them turning up lately, coming from all over looking for... But there's only so many we can shelter with. We can't keep cramming more and more people into less and less space. What we need is a new home for our new arrival, and that's what I was hoping you might help me with. If it ain't too much of a burden.
It's no burden.
Thank you, Club.
So?
Well, I reckon we could do a lot worse than
Eastpool. It's been a long time since I thought about...
It was a tragedy, and if any of us could have done anything to stop it, we would have. But what's done is done. And those who lived there wouldn't have wanted the village they loved.
I suppose you're right.
The blight might be pressing in, but I reckon it's got a good few years left in it yet. There's just one problem. A band of cutthroats have made it their den. And nasty bastards they are too. I've lost some good men to their rate. Would have sent someone to clear them out sooner, if my boys didn't already have their... But now we've got a few more guardians of the flame to call on. I reckon it's time we made our move.
I do. Eastpool was once home to people I loved. I won't have bandits sully those memories. I'll gladly drive them out of there.
And I know the men will gladly... I've already shared a few thoughts with Sir Wade about how we might be able to win the... And I dare say he's got some ideas of his own.
Of course.
Prioritize. Sir Wade.
All right, Sir Wade. Let's hear your plan.
I'm all for making this town a welcoming place, but...
Hospitality has its limits.
If you're wondering how this place got so busy, blame the ether. Guardians, bearers, folks from all over have come, seeking refuge from the floods.
Sir Wade.
And you, Lord Rossfield.
I spoke with Martha. She tells me you have plans to free Eastpool.
That's right. Though it was... I rather fear my men have been treading on her toes somewhat since joining us. Not to mention each other's. And then there are the bearers. Men and women who found the courage to flee their masters and sought refuge here. We need somewhere to settle them. And I can think of worse...
As can I, which is why I agreed to...
That's very kind of you. I'd be most... With you beside us, we shall soon send that rabble of rogues.
So?
That thankfully there aren't too many of them. Fewer than a dozen at our last count. And rather less, thankfully. The road that leads there will more than likely still... A small force would suffice to clear the village. But if the Akashic were to follow them in, that force could end up trapped between a rock and a very hard place.
I'll head into Eastpool and deal with you, and the Guardians can stay outside the village and fend off any... Make sure I'm not taken up.
I can't ask you to bear...
The Akashic are the bigger risk. I can handle a few...
Well, I shall summon my men...
Shall I wait for you?
No need, my lord.
All right. I'll meet you at Eastpool then.
We shall see you there. And may victory await our...
I'll build a barricade so sturdy, even a bandit.
Be right.
Can hardly make it.
Why is there a training thing there? Wait, that fixed it. I really don't want to fight you guys. Ah, this is long. Like my thought was to be like No, patrols do. Hey, there's an army. Honey? Honey? There's teleport. Oh, God.
No need to ride from here.
Historical with me? They say historical with me.
You can just walk in here, kill him.
You will leave Eastpool now, or face the consequences.
Aha!
That's the end of that, then. Or maybe
Fine.
not. What's that thing doing here? Doesn't matter. It goes too.
Kind of fancy. I like it.
Any more surprises? I'll take that as a no.
Bravo. A magnificent display, my lord.
You were watching. I thought you were keeping an eye out.
We were. Put down more than a few on the road, then arrived just in time to see you...
Let's hope it was the last of its kind. Though I expect you and the Guardians will be up to the challenge, and...
I would hope so, my lord.
Your men will be bringing the bearers who'll be living here, I assume. It might be best to send word for them to come right away. Before...
Of course. I'll send orders. Leave it with me.
So wait.
Home. No. We're the masters now. Our life.
That's all of them. And not a single... Now to begin the important work of... It won't be easy. Especially not after 5 years of beasts and blackguards having their wicked way with them. The masonry might still be sturdy enough, but half the beams are rotted. Those that weren't lost in the fire or burned by the bandits, that... It'll take a bit of elbow grease. But we'll see Eastpool rise again. Just you wait.
So wait. Lady Hannah is buried here, if you don't mind. I'd like Oscar to join the rebuilding efforts. He should be a part of it.
Of course.
I'll let Martha know that everyone arrived safe. If you need anything more, you have only to send a Stolas.
And we will, my
Stolas?
lord.
Stola?
Safe travels.
You stole her? Wait a
Eastpool's
minute.
in safe hands. Time to go and tell Martha that...
Where the cat girl? Dean. Stole her. Stole her. You stole her. You stole a rule.
Ah, Sir Wade told me you got rid of the bandits while his lot kept an eye out. And what's all this about? Some shit? On second thoughts, don't tell me. It'll only give me nightmares of me own. What matters is, you did it. And now we can build our new village.
I suppose it will be.
What else? Eastpool. Sir Wade said it best. There's plenty bad happened to that place. But that don't undo the good that happened there. No need to throw the baby out with the bath.
Did Wade say that?
Well, something along those lines. Anyway, the poor souls might have made it to Eastpool, but they're working. So the way I see it, neither is mine. If it's food or lumber or strong backs they need, the rest is ready to
Thank you, Martha.
No, thank you.
I wanted to.
Quest complete. Mission complete. $38.
Eastpool's been in ruins for years. So
Oh, that's nice. I'm gonna teleport over here to boss thing. Let's see how their battle with that one magic strike guy is going. Hopefully you guys are still around. Hopefully.
I'll be taking you all to a storehouse in the Bales. Leave anything you don't need behind.
Wait, have you guys just been doing this for the time? Oh my god, you guys are non-committal.
You know what you have to do. Clive, as you know, our time grows short. The Lord Chief Justice's vultures are circling. Before we part...
Thank you. I appreciate the sentiment. And I understand more than anyone how you... His revenge.
It is the one I found, and it is all that I have lived for since...
But what of Lostwing?
I built Lostwing to achieve this aim. Once it is done, the village will have served its purpose. My comrades and I are sure of our cause, and we shall fight to the last, but there are those among us who cannot fight. I would place Lostwing in their hands, if I thought it would do them any good. But a village home only to the frail and the infirm is not likely. And so, Clive, will you take them to your hideaway, that they might live?
I will.
Thank you. I will not have it said that I did not see to the well-being of those who rallied to... The people I speak of have withdrawn to Gotan's Bales, away from danger in case...
Understood.
Then the last of my preparations are complete. And may Grieger guide us.
Grieger.
To Gotan's Bales, then, and quickly, before anyone else finds them.
No, that's Northreach. To Gotan's Bale. Gotan's Bale. Not Gotan, it's Goat Hands. Go ham. Ambrosia. You are with me.
Fly, Ambrosia.
Fly, Ambrosia. Oh, come on. Ambrosia can jump that. Y'all are stingy. Game. You're stingy.
That'll do, girl. Everyone, Quentin has asked that you can no longer guarantee your protection, but I can. There's a safe place I can
Well, if that's what the Master thinks best. Sid, none of us would be standing here today if it weren't for... We owe him our lives. So we ain't about to start telling him what he should do with it. If he's saying we ain't safe in Lost Wing no more, it's because he ain't coming back. And if that's what has to happen, then so be it. I only hope he can see this through to the end, that we get to see justice done.
I hope so too.
Oi! You lot! Where's everyone else? They ain't already left, have they?
They've gone with Master Quentin.
Fuck!
What's wrong?
I've just come from the Justice's manor. We have to get Quentin to court. It ain't just the Black Shields protecting the place. He's got a guard dog and all. A fucking monster. They don't stand a chance against that thing. If I don't get the message, they're all gonna fucking die.
No. Sid! Don't worry, we can't let Quentin die.
All right. Where is this man?
It's way over to the east, through the woods.
Promise us, Sid.
Hey, Sid, please help us. We're all weak. We can't do anything because we're weak. Wow. God damn. I was here to help out. Now I'm getting caught in this goddamn war.
Let's go.
This is what I get for being a good person. Endless conflict. I don't want to fight guys. Fallen bug. Raptor. Cousin of the Chocobo.
Damn it. Don't tell me I'm too late. Quentin.
No, which is more than I can say. They followed me, without question, all the way here.
This must be the guard, Quentin. I'll hold it off.
But
your comrades didn't die for nothing. Don't let their sacrifice...
I won't.
Come on, then. You're no guard dog. Just a rabid beast that needs to be put down.
Maybe I'm just over leveled for this stuff because these are running faster than I want. Clickcord, what's good?
Is it over?
It is. He wept and begged for mercy. And I cut him from ear to... just as I dreamed of doing all my plans. Building a haven in Lostwing. Freeing bearers from their chains. It was all for this. But what is? My faithful comrades. All those lives lost. So that I might take another...
Quentin.
Master Quentin! Oh!
You.
And so are you. I'm so sorry. And I hate this Lostwing.
What?
Oh, Ether Flood.
Lostwing. My Lostwing.
And look who's here.
They must have stolen in after we left, just before the flood struck. What if there are still people in there?
Don't be a fool! Damn it. Quentin's not going to last long in there. Come on, Torgal. We need to make this quick.
Enemy slain.
I need to get back to Quentin. Quentin. Thank the Founder. He hasn't turned.
You fool! Why would you run in?
Welcome back to the land of...
Is Lostwing...
The flood has filled the valley.
I see. Then all is at an end. A strange way to achieve one's life's end.
No, Master Quinton.
Why? All that I strove for is gone. I have nothing left to...
What the heck are you on about? You've got us, ain't you? Don't try telling me you only freed us so you could get revenge. We're more than that to you, and we'll...
I thought you weren't coming back, but I prayed, and you did. There's got to be a reason for that, right? Can't we just go back to how it was?
Your work ain't over yet, Mutt. We believed that you were the right man to lead us, and we still...
Your village may be lost, but it seems your people, so long as you remain to guide them.
But why? Why would anyone...
Because we're family.
Family?
Yeah. And all our comrades who went with you, they felt the same. Lostwing weren't just a village.
It was. And as long as we're still here...
We can start again. Build a new Lostwing. Right here in the Bales.
A fresh start. One life ends. Why just a village? What's to stop us?
That's the Master...
Please. I am nobody's. Quinton will after all.
Fun.
Permit me to withdraw my request. I will no longer be needing your help in looking after...
I'll pretend you never asked.
But you must be rewarded for your efforts on our behalf.
A bottle or two of your finest red will suffice.
Of course. Nothing, and I have a feeling that this year's vintage, if you don't mind waiting...
I look forward to it.
Wicked wheel. Wicked wheel. Buckled. Buckled. No, it's still not looking. So
you won't find a finer array this side of the strait. You've a discerning eye. May Gilbert smile upon you.
If we're going to do this, we'll need help.
Then we'll have to find... Clive, your timing, it just so happens that right at this very moment, we're in...
And what talents would those...
Why, your fearlessness. And your...
I'm listening.
Well, as I'm sure you're aware, when these dark skies swept over the Republic, so too did a wave of chaos. Randalar has been particularly badly affected. Many of the capital's bearers have lost their masters, or taken the opportunity to. None remain free for long, of course. Most find themselves under the protection of the Fist before they get far. But the army too is in disarray, and finds itself unable to provide for its new charges. Which means it has been looking to sell.
And you've been looking to buy, to make sure these masterless bearers remain that way.
Precisely. It's the perfect opportunity to free dozens more. And for an attractive...
So where does my skill with a blade?
Though we may have the funds to buy these bearers, we have nowhere to house. So we've been searching for a place where they can be resettled. Somewhere far from... And we believe we have found one. Cashlock. A small hamlet. The place was abandoned a long time ago. But when the men moved out...
And so we seek the aid of a fearless...
How could I refuse?
Excellent. Theo, if you wouldn't mind making arrangements for the transportation of our...
Of course.
Sounds like you'll have your work cut out for you.
I will. We have an entire village to stock and furnish. Residents and all. Even if I begin right now, I'll be working. So I'd better get started. Try to clear the place out before...
I'll do my best.
You will find a village in Chedra's Thread, past Lateney's Cleft. My man there will open the gate for you.
All right.
I'm sure you won't need it.
Prioritize. Teleport. Portatella. Teleporta? Teleporta? Portatella? Linguini. Say, to go here. To get halfway. This way.
Oh, you're a friend of the Crimson Caravans. And by the look of you, I'd say you were the help they told me was on its way. Cashlock's just down there, if you'd be so kind.
Let's go. Fly, Ambrosia.
Fly, Ambrosia.
You deserve a rest. Farewell.
I mean, I'm hoping they're not the goblins from the other place. That would be tragic.
This must have been a nice place once. It will be again.
Oh, there you are.
That's all of them. Come on, Toggle. Let's head back to Boklad.
Anything here that I can loot? Feels like there's something I can loot here. Actually, a good place to start a village. A hidden village, in fact.
Something the matter? Quiet.
Those are our terms. I trust that you will give them.
I shall.
Him again.
Someone you know?
Yes, but enough about him. How did...
It's done.
You made quick work of it.
I should go and let Eloise.
Don't let me keep you. But Clive, don't tell her I was watching. She'll only get upset. I'll explain everything once you've...
All right.
I'm from Buenos Aires. I say kill 'em all.
Eloise.
Thank you, Clive. Here. Well then. Now that I suppose we'd better finish. The first thing we'll need to do is make sure our offer for the bearers...
You're still in negotiating?
We are. A trusted colleague has been dealing with the Fist on our behalf, but things have been trickier. I suppose it's to be expected. This is the army we're dealing with. Fighting's what they do. But we shall emerge victorious.
Well, if you need any help...
I'm not sure I do. But thank you.
Money, fame, glory. Quest complete. Mission complete.
Ah, Clive.
You wanted to talk?
The man I was watching earlier, the one speaking to my he represents the Silver Peak Consortium. It's...
I don't think I've heard of them.
Well, every trader in Dharmekia has. They operate across the length and breadth of the Republic. And they're still expanding. They've been trying to get Eloise to join their ranks for some time now. And judging by her reaction earlier, I'd say she had half a mind to accept their latest offer.
And you'd rather she didn't?
I would rather she did what makes her happy, and I would never deny her such an opportunity. Eloise saved me from slavery, and we have striven to save others like me, but this was not the life my sister wanted, nor the one she deserved. I won't let her give up on her dreams again. She freed me from my bond, and she must be freed from hers in turn.
You're a good man, Theo.
I have always been grateful for what my sister did for me, and I want to repay the favor. By letting her, but each time an opportunity to do just that arises, she turns it down.
She loves you.
And I love her. Which is why I want this time to be different. To show her that I don't need to be watched over anymore, though I'm sure I'll still need some help from time to time.
Always.
Thank you, Clive. Well then, I had better get back to... These bearers aren't going to move themselves. That's a job for the Crimson Caravans.
Alright, no more side quests. Back to rescuing the waifu.
Cole said it was an army of Akashi.
How are we supposed to do our duty when the hills...
Where is Tarja? That's weird. And where's the prince?
If Amber and the Lazarus had gone, do you think Mid's ship will ever sail?
This looks like it's from Sid's old diary. But you'll already have read it. I'd better keep looking. What do we have here?
I know this is your hideaway, but you really shouldn't be in here. If Mid caught you rifling through her research, she'd have your head, then mine for letting you.
That leather loosener was only the first of the discoveries the Alembic gonna help us make. Just you wait, Sid. Just you wait!
We've had no word from Kanver for days. Please tell me Mid is all right.
Yeah, she's fine.
I remember seeing this doll in Sid's cellar. Huh. What's the...
Mid-office. Mid-office. I know you like your riddles, and I reckon you'll appreciate this one. Of all my inventions, there's one that's best, and so, and choosing its place of rest, I recall your opus, daughter dearest. Now it sleeps there in the first. I'm going to have to work on the last rhyme. Good luck.
Sid's best invention. So Sid hid something in Mid's first opus. What would that be? Perhaps Otto might know.
You must run like the wind. I'm glad you're not after my little brother, lady, Asta, but you're barking up the wrong tree with the prince. Oh, I also have another name. Niece?
Oh, I wasn't expecting you back so... You earned this. Best of luck out there, Sid.
Well, possibly. You wouldn't happen to know what Mid's first opus was?
Opus? That girl's as tone deaf as a banshee. Unless you mean the orchestra. She couldn't have been more than, what, 11, 12 when she cobbled that thing together. It surprised us all. Not least her dad. You should have seen how proud he was of the little scamp. What's that battered old box have to do with anything?
I think Sid may have hidden...
Wouldn't surprise. Those two and their bloody treasure hunts. Half the things in the hideaway were hidden one time or another.
Wait a minute. Oh, the jukebox, basically. Oh, skip to your... Goddamn spoony board.
I didn't break it. Well, I didn't break.
What didn't you...
Nothing. We didn't break nothing. It's broken. Except when it isn't. See?
And you had nothing to...
Nope. We just wanted to listen to... So we pressed all the buttons. Like this. See?
All too well. All right, out of the way.
Did you break? Can you fix it?
No, I mean, yeah. There.
You fixed it! Sid fixed... He more than fixed... Yeah! New music!
Huh. Never heard this one before.
They started playing when I removed this. Whatever it is.
Well, don't look at me. I can tell you it's important, though. Sid showed it to me once and said as much. Said it was the stuff dreams were Let's just hope it's the stuff ships are made of as well.
Indeed. Let's see if we can make some dream.
Quest complete.
Just the two I was looking for.
Aye. Who's a patient?
Actually, yes. The Crown Prince just left.
Dion left?
Unless you've another word for stood up and walked off. He did have the decency to leave a message with Obelisk before commandeering one of his dinghies. Should we go after?
No. We're not the Prince's keepers. He's free to do as he sees.
I'd rather he did so in bed. His wounds are nowhere near healed. Much like yours, I suspect. Otto told me what happened in Kanver. What is it with this realm's princes and their aversion to...
Ask me when I get back, though I may be sometime.
Then at least try to stay safe.
And if that fails, trust.
Every moment I waste here, the further the flagship sails. I have to get back.
I can go back, but I can also do some quests. Especially
Paul
that.
said it was an army of Akashi.
That cross quest. But first, I go up here, over here. Talk to you about getting my herbs.
Shikonk. Glory to Griga.
What's happened?
Taya's busy working herself into an early grave. Since the arrival of her latest patient, she's refused. I've tried offering to see to him in her stead, but she won't hear of it. Clive, she hasn't left the infirmary in days. She's pushing herself to... Will you talk to her? Order her...
I know better than to order Taya to do anything.
Oh, thank you. I pray you have better luck.
Prioritize.
Well, Taya, Rodriguez worried about you. And if what he says is true, then we all admire your dedication.
I will. Until then, I'm staying put. We owe him that much.
Who is he?
Someone from my past. Someone who doesn't deserve to die alone. It won't be much longer. The crystal's curse has almost finished its... If I had the tears, I could ease his passing. But without them, we've nothing that will touch the agony of those last few hours.
How would tears help this man?
Not my tears. Tears of mercy. Alicia. It's the only things...
You wouldn't, Ty. There must be something we can do.
Sometimes an easy death is the greatest kindness we can offer. You do well to remember that.
We have all the ingredients we need for Alicia Balwam. It needs to be fresh, though, so we rarely have much to... I can make the draft if you can...
Just tell me what you need.
There is a species of venom-weeping spider that lives in the forests of Norvent. Bring me one of their eyes. Preserve it as best you... I'll make sure the other...
Thank you, Clive.
Is that your
If
dad?
it was me lying there, I know he'd do me the same kindness.
I feel like that's your dad or your teacher. Either or.
All right, Clive. Blackthorn told me you helped him out again. Speaking of which...
Worried about him. And you want mine?
Afraid so. It's a bit of a funny one, this, but... I saved this posh knob while I was out on a mission, and he gave me this flashy ring to say thank you. So, obviously, I show it to Blackthorn, thinking he'll be impressed, only for him to go white as a sheet and quiet as a curl instead. Try as I might, I can't for the life of me work out what could have got him upset like that. And seeing as how Blackthorn opens up when you're around, I thought maybe...
I'd speak to him again. Well, I suppose there's no point leaving him to stew.
Cheers, Clive.
I'll be sure to pay him a visit as soon as I have a moment.
All right, I'll meet you by the forge then. You come along when you're ready.
If Amber and the Lazarus are gone, then...
I should get Excalibur.
In Port is in danger.
I really should. But... I'm too lazy to go get it.
Sid! Heard you were in Kanver fetching young Ned.
Hop, hop, hop.
He's a surly soaker. Who cares less?
I need to fight a monster, and I'm like, eh.
Bloody hell, Clive. Not this again. Oh, ain't you got better things to do with your time?
That remains to be seen. August tells me he showed you a ring, and that the sight of it clearly upset you. Would you mind telling us why?
Come on, mate. Bottling it up ain't gonna help no one. If it weren't the ring, and it was something I said, then I'm sorry.
It was the ring, right? It brought back some unhappy memories, that's all. Memories better left forgotten.
Memories of what?
There are things we'd all rather leave behind, Blackthorn. But sometimes it helps to talk about them.
And sometimes it doesn't. Is that so hard to understand?
Don't be like that.
Fine. If it'll get you off my back. That ring you flashed was the work of Zoltan. We apprenticed together, back in the day.
You've never mentioned him before.
Why would I? Ain't seen him in decades, and the last time I did, we almost came to blows. The ring brought it all back. I could tell it was one of his the moment I saw it. Bastard's improved, though. More than I thought possible. That thing's a work of art.
So it was a nice ring. Worth a few gil, maybe. What's it matter to you?
It matters because engraving metal's a nightmare, and I've got no bloody idea how he managed it. The fact is, I couldn't make anything even half that detailed.
So what? You're an armorer, not a jeweler.
I'm the Hideaway's master craftsman. I'm not stealing a living at some backwater village forge. My armor keeps you lot safe, and my swords keep you dangerous. As far as I'm concerned, every swing of my hammer's another blow struck in the name of our cause. So I put my heart and soul into my work. Because the curse breakers deserve better than second best. And I refuse to be shown up by the likes of Zoltan.
Very well. Why don't we go and pay him a visit? Learn his secret.
I doubt he'd be too happy to see me.
Then just this once. Make peace with being second best. Swallow your pride, and focus all your energies on the task at hand, keeping the curse breakers armed and armored. Provided you can do that, you'll hear no complaints from me. But if you can't, and it's going to distract you, we need to do something about it.
What'd you say, Blackthorn? You know he's right. And it's not like you'll be going alone.
All right.
Magic. So, where do you reckon old what's-his-name is then? Zoltan, was it?
In Dravozd, my old village. He won't have left. He's the chief.
Dravozd, eh? That rings a bell. Not far from Tabor, right? Just north of the fields of Karava. Got that, Clive? Meet us at Dravozd as soon as you can, yeah? And I'll make sure Blackthorn don't get cold feet.
Good luck with that. I'll see you there.
Tan. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah.
Ambrosia won't help me here.
On, Ambrosia.
The free city is under siege. Who'd have thought?
Bad footpath.
Get surrounded. Kicked out already?
No. This charmer ain't letting anyone through.
Why are the gates closed?
Chief's orders. No one's allowed in without his say-so. Not that I'd have let you in anyway. You look like trouble. I suggest you go home.
That's what I'm trying to do, you little prick. Ain't changed a bit, have you, Snotty?
No. It isn't. Blackthorn.
Long time no see, eh?
What the hell are you doing here?
Well, it was meant to be a surprise, but since you asked so nicely, I'm here to see Zoltan, you fucking numbskull. Now let us through.
All right. Just don't go starting anything with the chief.
Yeah, I promise I won't throw the first punch. That good enough for you?
Go on then.
Much obliged.
So this is Dravozd. Not much going on, is there?
It's a smithing town. When I was a lad, you'd have to shout to be heard over the sound of hammer on anvil. Clive, you're good with people. You speak to Zoltan.
Hey, you ain't backing out now.
There's a river of bad blood, but if someone can build me a bridge...
All right.
I appreciate it. It'll be near the forge on the hill. It was our master's. He'd have inherited it when I left.
Forge on the hill.
Good luck. You'll be...
But if we can't fire the forges, how are we going to earn our keep?
Mama, why hasn't Papa come back yet?
He's helping the chief with something very important.
Hotter! Hotter, damn it! Those miserable flames wouldn't melt butter, let alone iron.
Pardon the intrusion. I'm looking for the chief.
That'd be me.
It's a pleasure to meet you.
I'll bet it is. Keep the gates closed, I tell him. Well done, Snotty. You're not welcome here. Get out. Before things turn nasty.
Blackthorn's here.
What did you say?
He's traveled a long way to see you.
Yes, has he?
He's waiting. Down by the gates.
Then I suggest you take him with you when you leave.
Didn't you apprentice together?
So what if we did? Fuck! We're getting nowhere! These bearers' flames are next to bloody useless!
We're never going to be able to fire up the forges unless we can find some new crystals.
I'm a busy man, as you can see, so do me a favor and piss off. Oh, and if you're struggling to find your way out, ask Blackthorn. That prick knows exactly where the exit is. He's not wanted here. And neither are you.
All right. I'm going.
Please, Chief, you've got to do something.
But if we can't fire the forges, how are we going to earn our keep?
Let me guess. Zoltan told you to piss off.
As a personal favor to him, yes.
Well, at least he didn't beat about the bush.
There'll be no talking him round. Not after what I did.
Which is what exactly? If we're to help, we need to know. What turned the village against you?
I left. Dravozd. Zoltan. The burden of leadership our dying master dropped in our laps. All of it. There are two kinds of smiths in this world, you see. My kind, who are in it for the love of the craft, who labour on a single piece from dawn to dusk to get it just right. And the other kind, who are in it for different reasons. People like Zoltan, whose work is quick and cheap. The kind of smiths who shit out a few hundred blades, reap the profit, and divvy it out among themselves. There wasn't a single day we weren't at each other's throats. And bit by bit, people started taking sides. You would have torn Dravos in half had it gone on. So, I left.
You didn't have to do that.
Zoltan's a better chief than I would have been. His way of doing things kept food on people's tables. Dravos prospered without me and my lofty ideals getting in the road. Until the crystals run out at any rate. Without magic to fire the furnaces, this place is as good as dead.
It depends on how you look at it, though. There's got to be other ways of making fire. We manage it in the Deadlands.
Thanks to Sid's ingenuity, yeah. He saw all of this coming. Knew crystals were the problem, not the solution. And spent years coming up with ways of doing without.
You know what I mean, though, right? Where there's a will, there's a way. What I'm trying to say is that it's not your fault. You couldn't have predicted this.
It doesn't matter whose fault it is. I don't want to be the greatest smith alive just because I happen to be the last. Clive. Dravos won't last long without its furnaces. So, do you think it's time we shed the way I see it?
Hold on, Blackthorn. Sid made those things for us. They give us an edge, and you'd be throwing it.
All right. This place was your home. Sid's creations were never meant to be hoarded. It was only ever a let this be another step on the road to freeing Valisthea from the prison of the Crystal's blessing. Dravos will show the world that it's possible. Wouldn't you agree, August?
Well, of course. It's like hearing Sid speak from beyond the grave.
Thank you, Clive.
Shall I go and fetch the plans?
I know I'm off by heart. I'll be needing some help, though. Building a furnace isn't exactly a one. Do us a favour and round up anyone strong enough to lug a brick or two, would you?
All right.
And I've got a job for you too, Clive. Finding me some I need leather for the bellows and nothing else will stand the heat. Luckily for us, salamanders feed out in the fields of Karava.
Time for a spot of hunting, then.
I need to go do something really quickly. There we go. Alright, I'll be right back. All right. I realized today was Columbus Day and did not like. I'm like, I need to go to the post office for a certain thing, and then realized Columbus Day. I'm at the post office because that few minutes I was not. It was a be right back for me to go to the post office, which isn't that far, and go mail something. But I needed stamps.
Let's
so
go.
I was going
Fire,
there
Brucia.
and then realized it was Columbus Day. And Bob's your uncle. But closed, and I didn't go. Phew. Huh.
Be safe. Thanks, boy. Nice try.
Nice try, Kit Kat. Damn it. Terrible at everything. Dodge this.
Well done, Toro.
Guess that wasn't a glorious monster. Yeah, you learned some, you win some, you
Come on.
I don't know why I was thinking that was a victorious monster. Victorious monsters have like a zone, they lock you in, everything.
Let's make this quick, shall we?
salamander skin.
I dare say that will be enough for a decent set of bellows.
I should do it, but I'm lazy. Also, I should go save the wife, but I'll do that next week. I'm gonna finish the 2 side quests done for today. And I might be able to stream tomorrow, because
now for it.
The thing I need to do tomorrow, I don't need to do anymore. And I've been neglecting Chasm for too long.
Back to the stables, Carl.
What's this all about then?
Don't know. Any trouble finding the skin?
Nothing I couldn't handle.
This is actually a good story.
There should be plenty. Right then, time to put these louds to work. If everyone pulls their weight, we'll be finished in no time.
Well, I'll be damned. I honestly didn't think it'd work. But it's hot enough, all right. And without a...
You know what this means?
Sorry about earlier. That thing you built us is an honest-to-God's marvel. You've saved our village.
It's Blackthorn you should be thanking. What is it?
Pit Cole's cinders. After he left, I spent years trying to eke the most out of our forges. That there was my answer. Chuck it in the fire, and your forge will burn hotter for longer, which will do wonders for your steel. Our secret for yours. Only fair. I've always envied Blackthorn. Since the day I became chief, I spent every spare moment trying to match up to the bastard. No amount of sleepless nights at the Anvil will ever bridge that gap, though. He's a genius. Plain and simple. But he took all his talent and left. Gifted and free. Is it any wonder I hate his guts?
The cinders would mean more coming from you.
I need to forgive him first. And that's not gonna...
Well, you know what they say. Oriflamme weren't built in a day and all that. These things take time. Especially when they involve 2 geezers who hold grudges tighter than their hammers. But what matters is, Blackthorn's got that twinkle back in his eye. And I'd call that... I reckon he's gonna be at it a while yet, though, so why don't you head off without us? I'll see that the old git gets home safe and sound.
See that you both do. I'll save the cinders till then.
All right. It'll be a nice little surprise.
Don't go thinking those cinders mean I've forgiven Blackthorn. Because I haven't, and I won't. But knowing how much they improve my work, I can only imagine what they'll do for him.
Let's go to the forge.
He's still explaining the ins and outs of the new forge, so I doubt we'll be going anywhere for a bit. No sense you waiting around anyway.
My old boot name.
These things are going to take some getting used to.
I'll bet the blacksmiths will be queuing up to buy you a drink now. Reckon you might have saved this town and everyone in it.
Yeah, that's not Blackthorn, is it? I want a set of these bellows for our forge.
Well, I'm sure they'll make us some if you ask.
Would you like to see my wares? Thank you. Here you are. Thank you. Your pack's full. Certainly. May we meet again.
Wings of the lost and fallen. Lifestyles. Delivered to the fallen. It is this. What do I need for the Loquoid skin, right? Why are you angry, Torgal? You ain't need to be angry. Oh god, I gotta pay attention.
Yeah.
Maybe I should go fight Grimkin and get Excalibur. Maybe. Goblin Mother. So, I've still been playing 14.
Rodrigo could have mentioned his spiders would be the size of curls. Nice try.
One more. I didn't want to come in. I wanted to round pound.
Hopefully one will be.
Actually, yeah, I'm gonna kill the Grimkin and then the sea level. So I'm gonna finish these two quests. Kill the Grimkin. The Grimkin.
Cole said it was an army of Akashi.
Get the Excalibur. And
Thank goodness you're back.
Is this what you needed?
Yes, it is. I'm loath to give a patient Alicia, but a single dose dulls even the most. It may be a gentle way to die, but I wish there was another way.
How are you feeling?
Light. Mid-here. Drifting on.
Good. Just relax.
Thank you, Daya.
See, that's either her teacher or her dad. Sadder if it's her dad. Or dad teacher.
He's gone. Thank you. And you, Clive?
I'll see that he's
The man you helped today, back in the Southern Isles. On the front lines of some meaningless... I was still a child when they shipped me to their triage tents. To treat the wound, but in such blighted lands, I was next to useless. Until he taught me the true physicers are.
An art we would be lost without.
Tears of mercy were his gift to the bearers of the world. A respite from the agony of the curse.
And a kindness Sid would have approved of.
You know as well as I what life is like for a bearer soldier. Marched from one battle to the next, never knowing which might... A commander may care nothing for the bearer spent in his service. But I've no tears left. I've seen too many of my friends. Something needs to change, and we need to be the one.
And we will.
I hope so.
Grimalkin. Grimkin. Right, time to go kill the Grim.
If all of us continue to work together...
The bandits may be known, but look what they've left us.
Mummy?
The gentleman of the town guard.
Skip.
Are you looking for something in particular? Thank you for your custom.
I'm pretty sure the Excalibur most likely is not going to be a weapon that's good enough, but I want it.
Let's go.
No one's going to stop. Where do I hear Grimalkin from? Because there is a... It's from something. I just can't remember. Grimalkin. Oh, it's from Blaze Blue. Calamity's Trigger. Would it have been easier if I went to the village? Oh no, maybe. That doesn't matter. Already here. Don't care about you.
Easy.
I really don't care about you, so.
All right. safe.
God, I like this music. From the top rope, Grimalkin!
Playtime for the pack, is it? Let me introduce you to mine.
There
was one.
Huzzah!
That wasn't too bad, was it, Torgal?
Wait, is there another plus quest? Because if there is, I should do that. Oh, there is another plus quest. I should do that. So I'm gonna get Excalibur. No one can stop me. No one can stop me! Just turn off the glamour. Word.
If it's knowledge you seek, we've tons of plenty.
Gentlemen. Yeah, well, we didn't want to outstay our welcome. The whole village turned out for a go on the ballot. Everyone except Zoltan has. Didn't see I...
Oh, but that reminds me.
Pick Olsen, how'd you come by this? And you're sure he wanted me to have it?
I'm sure. He didn't say so, but I think he wants to forgive you.
Yeah. You know I could never leave this place, don't you? Every time you put on mail, you and the curse breakers are trusting me. There's no greater honor. I'm not about to go crawling back to Zoltan for forgiveness. But I will, mate. And if that helps save even a sink, what was it you said he called me? Huh? A genius? And he sounds like I better get to work. I've got...
It's good to see you back on foot.
I don't know how you pair put up with me, but I'm grateful. Now, where was I?
Ain't got the art to tell him how similar they are.
A little healthy competition should be good.
You're not wrong. It's a shame him and Zoltan couldn't let bygones be bygones. No use grumbling about it now, though. Blackthorn's happy.
Ouroboros? No! New sword! Damn it! Right.
So what do I owe the honor? Not saying Fordian, do you? Not bad, if I do say so myself. And?
Oh, that is actually a cool looking sword. I should have made it before. Alright, I'm going to put on my best sword, a glamour. Excalibur! Right. One more quest and I'll be done with that.
He's a surly soaker.
Ironworks? Seriously? They call it the Ironwork. Oh my god. Hey look, good grass. Good grass.
Sid, do you recall the...
Vaguely.
I'm afraid so. I was able to get most of the Morganbeards to take root, but they rarely... I fear the soil here does not agree with them. However, I believe...
I can't wait to hear it.
I'm going to marry the Morganbeards with Morbles. I know, but hear me out. Morbles are possessed of a highly choleric temperament. The fire which drives them appears to be maintained by an abundance of nutrient-rich ether drawn from their... I believe that by grafting a Morble vine to a Morganbeard, the appendage's wealth of vigor-inducing The endeavor, I assure you, is scientifically sound. I simply need a vine to prove... That is correct. As for the Morble, I fear ordinary may not suffice. But, as luck would have it, a most extraordinary specimen... Why... A notice concerning this very creature was only...
How timely.
Well, I shan't keep you any longer.
Oh, another hunt. Alright. Let's see where the Morble is.
Sid! Heard you were in Kanver fetching young Ned.
Well, ignore me then.
Miss Shirley, how can we learn to be clever?
If Amber and the Lazarus are gone.
Skip, skip, skip to your skip, skip, skip to your two, skip, skip, skip to your two. I hear your brother isn't a fan of Carrot Copo. If every carrot of Rosaria is anything like the ones that just got posted on board, I can see why, Coupeau. Alright. Let's... The 3 reads. 3E. 3E.
Let's
go.
go.
Back
Fly,
to the
Ambrosia.
place. Fly, Ambrosia. Take me away. Here we are.
Be safe.
Carrot.
Just any more, could it? All right then.
killed with the Kamehameha.
That was definitely anything but ordinary. Now, let's get this vine back to the yard.
First, whatever that thing is, I need to go get. I got the recipe for Ouroboros, whatever that is. Probably another one of those super swords. The Excalibur of this part of the game.
Yep. What do you want?
Guess not. Excalibur. I can't. Oh, that sucks. Oh. Oh. Or a cow. Or a Boros. Electrum.
Anything else?
Actually. Talk to Boots later.
He's a surly soaker.
The realm's crops are all being harvested.
Sid, I can't help but notice that your satchel is twitching in a most...
There you go, dude.
Yeah. What an amazing specimen. The flesh positively throbs with vitality. If I can successfully graft this to the Morganbeards... When I successfully graft this to the Morganbeards, I suspect the results will...
You don't have to be 100% sure, dude. Oh, wow. Actually, wow. Who knew giant tentacle monsters would help us out?
It is just as I hoped. Witness how the Morganbeards have taken to the blighted soil. How they bloom with heretofore... Why, I dare say such a vine graft would yield similar results when applied to other specimens.
I'm glad I could be of assistance.
You've not only helped us, Sid. Do you recall the extract with which I took a moment to distill some more, but this time with the petals from the invigorated Morganbeards. And would you believe? You must accept this vial as thanks for your assistance.
Tarja. Okay, what do I get from this? Quest complete. It adds the extracted Morgan powder, the curative performance enhancing potions, increase their potency, then and imagine that adds to extract of Morganbeard petals fortified with a vigor of the further increases consumable potency. Okay. Whoa! Maximized. You have obtained a vial of invigorated Morganbeard extract. Further increasing the potency of any consumable. Both potions and high potions can now recover even more health, while strength, stone skin, and lionheart tonic last even longer. Not bad. Not bad, not bad. Now I'm going back to my room. See if there's something there. And I'll probably do the assault, or you know, whatever the next story thing is tomorrow. Not tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm gonna do Baldur's Gate. Baldur's Gate. Baldur the Gate.
My Lord Marquis, I
that some of my fellow guardians are to build a new home there, both for themselves and for Madame Martha.
It's true.
I have many fond memories of when I was a child. We would visit my aunt and uncle often. They would lavish attention upon me as if I were the son. I went to see Aunt Hannah after my uncle passed away, but...
Oscar, I'd like you to...
But my training is not yet complete.
I warned you I might not be the easiest of masters, but I'm not as hard-hearted as that. Rebuild her home is what she would have wanted.
Thank you.
Oh, you actually have to talk to him for it. Blue. Go away now. Go away now. Hanged Man signboard, and an emblem of the Hanged Man, the tavern which sits at the heart of Lost Wing. Now, in the depths of an ether flood, it depicts a hooded, bound, and starved man hung by the ankles, perhaps contemplating how he will take his vengeance on those who made him this way. Now that Quentin strives to build a new future for the remnants of his lost winged family, mayhap the Hangman will rise again, but lightly under a different name. Verb. I cannot begin to thank you for all you have done for Lost Wing. So in lieu of any awkward reminiscences, I will be sending several barrels of next season vintage. I can only hope they finally turn you from the frothing swill you and yours so covet. I already read that. Thank you for helping me guide my mental free from this mortal coil. Contrary to the maddening crowd believe, we physicers are not without our limits. I cannot hope to cure every ill, mend every wound, save every life. The only medicine that will see your home safe without failure is preservation. Not that this knowledge will ever stop any of you from chasing down some mammoth for its toenail. Alrighty. That's me and Jill's bed. Sometimes I sleep here when she's mad at me. What would have been more epic is... It would be more epic if this airship flew. That'd have been awesome. But that prediction is most likely not going to happen. So I will end it here for today. Next week is the week. Is the week that I go rescue a waifu after launching the Enterprise. So, thank you for watching. If you can, if you're watching the VODs, I stream almost every Monday. I'll probably try and stream tomorrow. It's most likely gonna be Baldur's Gate, back to the adventures of Azelhart. And that's about it. Thank you for watching, and if you can, like and subscribe. Have a good morning, evening, afternoon, and night, wherever you are and whatever you're doing. And goodbye.